Hello, this is Robert from DSP Plug. I'm just going home. Bought myself a nice Shelby sign for my wall. I grant you it's not neon. And it makes you think of old times, doesn't it? But especially makes you think of steel. Utilizing digital signal processing and decimals and lasers. How else could we make steel? Simply put, the thing that has been putting industry back in the way of making steel is a fine enough product. And yet, hardwood has always been hardwood has always been a very good product, and some of it, especially nut trees, contain minerals which would be idyllic so as to melt and like a polymer make into steel. It is possible. The only problem has been temperature. Temperature and exact size. Why exact size? Standardization in industry requires standardization. So what does that mean? Digital signal processing. What that means is that it is looking at the product. So rather than being a machine that guesses, instead, it looks with some kind of sensor of some kind. It looks at the wood. And then let's say it would have a laser line. A laser that is like a line. And that laser would cut down into hardwood so wide. So it would actually be measuring how fine could that be while still retaining its structural integrity. That is the issue. You clean the wood, you kiln the wood, you prepare the wood so that it is structurally sound, intact, and also ready to be used. But once you do, how fine is fine? Well, what if a digital signal processing sensor and a laser could quickly in 1 second cut a piece of wood, maybe like a long board like you might expect, might go on a wall or something like on an exterior of a house. Well, what if those little pieces were a fraction of a millimeter? Why? Think about it. Every other process damages the wood itself. And it's only something that's structurally intact that can be gauged, that can be used by industry with exacting standards. Blades, for instance, lose their sharpness, they dull. You might not be getting an exact product. And that is what has held industry back from making perfect steel from things like wood. Not only by means of petrification, but also plasticization, rubberization. These techniques, so as to create a flat sheet metal style of steel. For that, for the texture, for the thickness, for everything to be exact in one shot requires the tiny little cubes, if you will, or even circles, possible, might be possible. Anything is possible with a computer. If that were so, yes, wood could be cut out into tiny, tiny little cubes, put into a bowl, made into steel. Mining is equally important. Well, what about our natural resources? What about making our products right here? Far more cheaply than we ever would have thought possible. It is possible. This is Robert from DSP Plug telling you the virtues of digital signal processing. Bye bye.